Hello and welcome back to Thai Girl Talk
with Mia from Learn to Speak Thai
and Lonnie from Tell Thai Heart.
Lonnie talking about time.
Yes.
I know that this topic is really confusing.
Right. It's so different because I've learned time in Thai several times. I've just now started to get it. But to be honest, I just kind of convert everything to the way Westerners tell time. I don't use by mong.
So how do you say if you want to say, okay, let's meet 3 p.m.?
Oh, I just say เจอกัน3 โมงค่ะ
3 โมง Yes, that could work, Lani. You know why? Because it cannot be 3 in the morning.
Right.
So okay, it's 3 p.m. Since we talked about this, let's try my system.
Okay.
And today you're going to learn about time one more time. Imagine this, Lani. You're going through the time machine and I'm bringing you back to the past. Let's say Thailand 100 years ago. So now you are in a small village. You know, in the old time, that's small village. They have to be able to tell time somehow. So there's a system of telling time without having a clock.
Okay.
Is to giving a sound alert. Different equipments used to give the time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say right now it's midnight.
Okay.
Everybody's sleeping, but someone is staying up to give the time. Now it changed to 1 a.m. in the morning. You will hear this sound. It sounds like you hit the metal. You know, like ding.
Oh,
like
right,
that sound. That's why it's become ti. Ti means to hit. Ti, right? To, tau, sala-i. Ti. So you hit one time, it's ti nung. You hit two times, is ti song. Ti, to, tau, lani.
Ti song.
So ti song is 2 a.m. Someone is hitting the metal really softly. When I was young, I heard this sound. I think I was probably like 5-6 years old in a small village. That was less than 30 years ago. So every hour, ตีหนึ่ง ตีสอง ตีสาม ตีสี่ ตีห้า
Right.
Then it's become 6 a.m. 6 a.m. in a temple, the monk is giving the time. Now it's the monk turn, okay? And he will hit the gong 6 times.
Okay.
This time the gong sound is mong. So this become โมง So you call 6 โมงเช้า
6 โมงเช้า
7 โมง
7 โมง
7 โมง You can just say 7 โมง right? Without saying เช้า
Right, and chow means morning.
Right, เช้า means morning.
Yes.
Okay. You can leave out the เช้า If the monk hit the gong 10 times, what time is it?
10 โมงค่ะ
ใช่ค่ะ ดีมาก 10 โมง 11 โมง 11 a.m. And here comes the midday. We call เที่ยงวัน
เที่ยง
เที่ยงวัน one mean day.
So midday.
Mid of the day. Now it's become 1 p.m. We call บ่าย
Bye.
Yes, sound like goodbye, but you make it low tone. Bye. Bye mean off center. Bye. If you say bye alone, it's mean afternoon. And if you say บ่ายโมง
บ่ายโมง
บ่ายโมงis 1 p.m. And guess what 2 p.m. is?
บ่ายสอง
บ่ายสอง and of course บ่ายสาม
บ่ายสาม
and next is
4 โมงค่ะ Oh, บ่าย4 โมง It doesn't become evening until 5?
well, you know, there is no fixed rule for this. Some say 4 โมงเย็น เย็น mean evening.
Okay.
Some still say บ่าย4 โมง
บ่าย 4 โมง
Okay. And of course, the confusion again at 5 p.m. You can say 5 โมงเย็น or you can say บ่าย5 โมง
Okay.
Right? And 6 p.m. is
6 โมงเย็น
6 โมงเย็น Then
So it's
yes.
really up to you then when you want to make it the evening.
Right. At 7 p.m. of course, the telling time system, we used a really big drum. It's give the tum sound.
Yeah,
Tum. Tum. That's why it's become tum.
Tum.
ทุ่ม
Tum.
For me I think this is really confusing the most confusing part is ทุ่ม but it's become 1 ทุ่ม
Right. Nung tum is 7 p.m.
exactly so the way to remember is consider as 6 p.m. it's 0
Okay.
and so 1 hour after the 0 point which is 6 p.m. 1 hour after so that's why become 1 ทุ่ม
Nung tum.
and then 2 ทุ่ม
Mm-hmm.
and then all the way to 11 p.m. is
Ta tum.
5 ทุ่ม ใช่ค่ะ 5 ทุ่ม
And I only can remember that because I think if I'm up at 11, that's ha ha ha. I never stay up that late.
Okay.
I'm an old lady. I like to go to bed early.
and then of course midnight เที่ยงคืน
Tian kun.
เที่ยงคืน
Tian kun.
I know it's a complicated subject and it might take some time for everybody to get their heads around and you're not alone because when I was young and we learned this in school believe me I came back home and looking at the clock and oh my gosh and then what even Thai people have problem when they learn about the time practice make perfect right the more you
Yeah.
practice the more you use it eventually it will come naturally
So do you think Thais will ever move away from this old system of telling time with the sounds of the gong and the drums? Or do you think they'll keep it?
That's a good question. Well, Westerners they use AM PM. I don't know how many years since we start to learn English. We still haven't changed a bit about the
Okay.
time. I'm not sure when.
Maybe never. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's good to know.
It's good to learn, especially if you want to make an appointment and you want to make sure that your Thai friends are showing up in the right time. But you know, if you speak AM PM with a young generation, they can understand. So let's meet tomorrow, 10 โมง
Sipmong.
Even though you don't say the word เช้า but it still refer to 10 a.m. 10 โมงเช้า because 10 p.m. we call 4 ทุ่ม
Situm.
yes 4 hours after 6 o'clock so 4 ทุ่ม
Situm. My goodness. Amazing Thailand.
and talking about time again
Yes.
some might say Thai time it's okay to be a little late
Yeah.
it's fine it's okay it's acceptable but let's say if someone invites you to the wedding and they have a time for this kind of ceremony we really respect the time because we believe that this is the lucky time you cannot miss it for a second
Yeah.
someone getting married they go to the monk to get the lucky time and okay this is the time if you arrive a little later it's okay but you're gonna miss the really important part when they start the ceremony and they won't wait yeah this is a few occasions that Thai are really on time
That's definitely good to know.
thank you for listening if you have any comments or feedback please feel free to leave it on the site we'll see you next time สวัสดีค่ะ
Sawadika.
If you don't want to miss a lesson please subscribe and click like to this video I'll see you next time สวัสดีค่ะ Sawadika everyone, on this episode I'm going to show you how to order street food. Now the only way to spot the street food is they're on the street, right? It's obvious. So you will see a sign and if you don't read Thai, don't worry, okay? On this video I will show you how to spot one. If you can read Thai, this is พี่ดา พี่ดา อาหารตามสั่ง อาหารตามสั่ง which mean food made by order. She sell ก๋วยเตี๋ยว which is noodle soup and also เย็นตาโฟรสเด็ด. Now for those of you who read Thai and would like to know more about all this writing here, you can go ahead and download the PDF on the description below. When you go to Tam Sang, sometimes they will give you just a piece of paper and pen. What you have to do is you have to write it down. Suppose if you don't write and read Thai, what can you do then? And all the menus are also in Thai. So on this episode, I'm gonna show you the top 2 most favorite Tam Sang that I would like to recommend you to try. First, that's the one that Lani going to order. กินอะไรคะ กินอะไรคะ
ผัดคะน้าหมูกรอบค่ะ
ผัดคะน้าหมูกรอบค่ะ ผัดคะน้าหมูกรอบ The lady answered เจ้า เจ้า it's equivalent to ค่ะ in Central Thai เจ้า is spoken in northern of Thailand only used for ladies
ไข่ดาวไหมคะ
ไข่ดาวไหมคะ ไข่ดาวไหมคะ ไข่ดาว is really popular because Thai people like to add ไข่ดาว on top of the food that they order
ไข่ดาวด้วยค่ะ
ไข่ดาวด้วยค่ะ ไข่ดาวด้วยค่ะ
ของน้องเอากะเพราหมู
Then I ordered the most popular among Thai people. If you want to eat like a Thai, this dish is must try. It's called กระเพราหมู กระเพราหมู
ค่ะไม่เอาไข่ดาวค่ะ
ไม่เอาไข่ดาว ไม่เอาไข่ดาว
เผ็ดได้เนาะ
ได้ค่ะ
เผ็ดได้นะ เผ็ดได้นะ ได้ Yes, I can. Usually in the Tam Sang restaurant, we'll provide free water. You can get your own cup, fill with the ice, and serve your own water. Now, the reason I call the Thai fast food because in one dish, they can make it within 2 minutes. Now, see how fast she cooked. First, she will add ingredients that she needs, and this is หมูกรอบ หมูกรอบ crispy pork. The crispy pork is really popular, and basically you can order any food and add the crispy pork. And that's it. It's done. It's super fast.
ลานี่นี่อะไรคะ
นี่อะไรคะ นี่อะไรคะ What is this?
ผัดคะน้าหมูกรอบ
ผัดคะน้าหมูกรอบ
This is คะน้า right
Yeah,
What
the
is
คะน้า
How do you say in English
It's like
Kale, right?
Chinese kale.
Okay and หมูกรอบ is
Crispy pork.
and it's a little spicy right
Yeah, I had it spicy with peppers.
See what I got here this is also really popular
Yeah.
This is called กระเพรากระเพรา
Kráp.
Yes กระเพรา is the name of this leaf which it's basil you know Thai basil and this is กระเพรา and I order กระเพราหมู This is pork and it's mixed with garlic and chili. This dish is quite a little spicy.
อร่อย
อร่อยมาก
อร่อยมากๆ อร่อยมาก
แคปตังค่ะ
ๆ เก็บตังค่ะ เก็บตังค่ะ means you would like to pay. You can use this phrase in a casual restaurant like this street food like this place.
Today we will take mine to buy shoes in Thai. Okay, let's go inside.
For the first try, you will hear the conversation with our subtitle.
เล็กเกินไป มีใหญ่กว่านี้ไหมคะ อันนี้เบอร์อะไรคะ
เท่าไรคะ399ค่ะ
ลดได้ไหม งั้นเดี๋ยวกลับมาดูใหม่นะคะ มีสีอื่นไหมคะ
อันนี้คือสีเทากับสีนี้ค่ะสีเนื้อนั่นเนี่ยไซส์ใหญ่นะ3940
ลดสุดๆได้เท่าไหร่ เอาคู่นี้ค่ะ
You will hear the conversation again with a subtitle.
เล็กเกินไป
เล็กเกินไป เล็กเกินไป เล็ก means small เกินไป is too much too small เล็กเกินไป
มีใหญ่กว่านี้ไหมคะ
มีใหญ่กว่านี้ไหมคะ มีใหญ่กว่านี้ไหมคะ มี is to have or to has or there is or there are so me in this context mean are there ใหญ่กว่า remember กว่า ใหญ่ mean large or big ใหญ่กว่านี้ mean this มีใหญ่กว่านี้ไหมคะ Do you have larger than this
อันนี้เบอร์อะไรคะ
อันนี้เบอร์อะไร อันนี้เบอร์อะไร What size of this one
เท่าไรคะ
She's so cute. She is trying to say เท่าไหร่คะ in Thai เท่าไหร่ means how much
399ค่ะ
399 399
ลดได้ไหม
ลดได้ไหม ลดได้ไหม Now this is one trick of going shopping in Thailand. Please note that you cannot use this trick everywhere.
งั้นเดี๋ยวกลับมาดูใหม่นะคะ
In this case, I said เดี๋ยวกลับมาดูใหม่ เดี๋ยวกลับมาดูใหม่ I will come back later. It's like you show the interest and you walked away. And hopefully when you return, she will give you a better discount.
มีสีอื่นไหมคะ
มีสีอื่นไหมคะ มีสีอื่นไหม Are there any other colors?
อันนี้คือสีเทากับสีนี้ค่ะ
อันนี้มีสีเทา อันนี้มีสีเทากับสีนี้ This one have gray and this color.
สีเนื้อนั่นเนี่ยไซส์ใหญ่นะ3940
The ladies on the walkie-talkie said มีแต่ไซส์ใหญ่ มีแต่ไซส์ใหญ่ 39 Seems like today is not my lucky day.
ลดสุดๆได้เท่าไหร่
This is what you need to focus on. It's gonna give you the best bargain. I just said ลดสุดๆได้เท่าไหร่ ลดสุดๆได้เท่าไหร่ สุดๆ is the extreme, the most, the ultimate. I asked for the ultimate discount she can give to me.
เอาคู่นี้ค่ะ
เอาคู่นี้ เอาคู่นี้ คู่ is classifiers for shoes. Let's hear the conversation one more time.
เล็กเกินไป มีใหญ่กว่านี้ไหมคะ อันนี้เบอร์อะไรคะ
เท่าไรคะ399ค่ะ
ลดได้ไหม งั้นเดี๋ยวกลับมาดูใหม่นะคะ มีสีอื่นไหมคะ
อันนี้คือสีเทากับสีนี้ค่ะ สีเนื้อนั่นเนี่ยไซส์ใหญ่นะ3940
ลดสุดๆได้เท่าไหร่ เอาคู่นี้ค่ะ
I hope you're having fun shopping and please review what you have heard in this episode in order to have the best bargain in Thailand. See you next time สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีเจ้า
Hello and welcome again to Thai Girl Talk with
Mia
and Lonnie.
Okay Lonnie today it's episode 3 counting okay Lonnie today I'm thinking I want to talk about thank you I'm sure you know I'm sure a lot of people know how to say thank you in Thai
Yes, but since I'm talking into a mic, I'm forgetting.
Okay.
Oh, I know. ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณค่ะ that's right or ขอบคุณครับ if you are a man right so now actually in Thai we use ขอบคุณ
ขอบคุณ
and we also have ขอบใจ
ขอบใจ
that's right so what is the difference between these two you use ขอบคุณ to someone that you respect it's a lot about respect in Thai culture so you respect the person or you really deeply appreciate what they have done to you so it's the level of thank you it's higher
Okay.
and with friends for example if my friends bring something to me I say oh ขอบใจ
ขอบใจ
and friends or someone who younger than you so yesterday my daughter's neighbor she's 7 years old so she came over and she brings some the flowers that she makes at from school she gave me the flowers now for me to say ขอบคุณ that is not right at all
Okay.
the girl will feel like no this is not appropriate so
yes,
you
too
say,
much.
exactly ขอบใจ you
ขอบ
say
ใจ
the younger one yeah okay then if you make doing something wrong and you want to say sorry
Sorry.
you know I'm sure you know how to say it try
ขอโทษค่ะ
that's right ขอโทษค่ะขอโทษค่ะ or ขอโทษครับขอโทษ sorry excuse me pardon me so
All means the same thing.
exactly
All right.
so you are in a hurry and you see people walking around and you just need to go really fast and then you say excuse me say โทษค่ะโทษค่ะโทษค่ะ
โทษค่ะ โทษค่ะ
that's right
ขอโทษค่ะ
now they drop the call of course
Yes, because they're in a hurry.
they're in a hurry and sometimes the spoken Thai โทษโทษค่ะ
โทษ
ครับ
โทษค่ะ ขอโทษค่ะ
that's right okay then in the response of thank you or sorry in English you say you're welcome right anything else like
in response to
like,
thank you.
thank you for example
Yeah, I think it's an American thing. I don't think it's a Canadian thing.
or like it's okay or never mind don't mention it
Yeah, right. Those kinds of
oh it's
sayings.
okay right
Yeah.
okay in Thai we say ไม่เป็นไร
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 you will hear this a lot it's not only used for response to thank you it could mean for example in a situation that you invite someone to the house and you say oh please have a seat here they will automatically say ไม่เป็นไร first it just comes so fast that they don't even think about it they just don't want to trouble you
So they want to stand.
they will stand even though they want to sit
Right, but they'll say ไม่เป็นไร
they
ค่ะ
will say ไม่เป็นไร so even though they say ไม่เป็นไร do it anyway sit so ไม่เป็นไร and also with ขอโทษ right
ขอโทษ
Lani I'm sorry today I come late ขอโทษค่ะ
ไม่เป็นไรค่ะ
and I'm looking at her like her face doesn't look like it's not. I mean, it's okay. She looked really mad.
But
So
I'll say it anyways.
you say it anyway. But of course, I know anyway that I was late. So yes, I say ขอโทษค่ะ
We do this too in English.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. We'll often say, "Oh no, don't worry about it. No problem."
right.
But we're mad because we had to wait. Yeah, we do that too.
How can we really like? Oh, I'm mad at you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're not going to say, "Well, at least you're here now."
Okay. Well, the other response of ขอบคุณ and this is a different word ยินดีค่ะ
Yindi,
ยินดียินดี
yindi.
Now, when you say ยินดี you really appreciate what they have done. You greatly appreciate it. It's similar to when you say it's my pleasure.
Ah, okay. Hmm.
So I say, Lani, I'm really appreciate ขอบคุณมากๆค่ะ That's to help me, today. And Lani say,
Yindi ka.
ยินดีค่ะ means she grateful to help. And
My pleasure, darling.
exactly. It's better than ไม่เป็นไร I mean ไม่เป็นไร it's okay, no worries, no big deal, But you say ยินดีค่ะ or ยินดีครับ mean I'm glad to help. I'm glad to be helpful to you.
Appropriate response.
Exactly. And you will see this a lot in a Thai ceremony. For example, like wedding ceremony, housewarming ceremony. Are they really call that? I'm not sure. Like when someone moving to the new house and they perform the ceremony with the monks and inviting guests.
Yeah, my mom called it an open house, but I know she was probably translating it from Thai because it means different things in English. That would mean like going to see a new house to buy. But we had an open
right.
house or housewarming to celebrate the new house being built.
Okay, so housewarming should be a good way of compare between housewarming and ขึ้นบ้านใหม่
Kun ban mai.
ขึ้นบ้านใหม่ ขึ้น means you going up, physically going up. For example, like going up the stair, going up to the car. So you're going from bottom level up, even in escalator, elevator. บ้าน mean house, ใหม่ mean new. So you're moving in
Okay.
the new house.
Yes.
So what happened here is, of course, you invite a lot of people to your party, but the invitations always come in an envelope.
Okay.
It could be pink if it's a wedding. So this envelope, when you open it, you will see, please, we invite you to come to celebrate the new house and this day and these hours, will be a party and everything. So, and often they write the name in front, on the envelope itself. So you have
Yes.
Lani Cox. Okay, this is for Lani, right?
Yeah,
So,
I've seen that.
Thai, this is a Thai culture. You are required to bring back this envelope. Take out the invitation card inside.
Yes.
Bring back the envelope, but
You have read the invitation.
not the empty envelope though. You need to put a little something in it, which flat, with money. That's what I mean. So you put a little money inside, so you actually contribute and help with the party.
Yes. I noticed this when my mom threw a housewarming party in Lamphun. She told me to sit next to the bowl because I asked her,
What is inside the bowl?
what's inside the bowl? Why do I have to sit next to the
Right.
bowl? And then I just
Like you
saw.
guarding it,
Right, right. And then I saw all these people bringing money. Sometimes they would have the envelopes.
Right.
And sometimes they would just put
Just
the money. But I was just so shocked. I was like, well, we're throwing the party.
Right.
Why are they giving us money?
That's right. And that's what we do in Thai society, even now or before. Before in the old time, you might bring like rice, garlic, depend on whatever you have. It doesn't have to be the form of cash or money. You
Can be food.
Exactly. It could be food or drinks or anything that you make. Silk, if your family makes silk, for example.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yes. So you always come with empty hand. You always have to find something that's bring it. Even though you go to someone's house, even just a small party, just get together dinner.
Right. You should bring something.
You bring something, a little small thing. It doesn't have to be, expensive. So they will say, ขอบคุณค่ะ and then your response,
ไม่เป็นไรค่ะ
ไม่เป็นไรค่ะ and of course they will say, oh, you don't have to bring anything, but they appreciate if you bring something.
Yes.
And same thing with this housewarming ceremony, which you return with the envelope. And I have a story to tell. When I was young, I've seen my mom. Yes, like I said, you have the name of the person on the envelope, right? So when they return the envelope,
yes.
you know how much they give.
Oh.
Exactly. And she will write down the name of the person and how much this person
dear.
give. Really. And I like,
Mama keeping track.
I know, even though I'm like, Mom, why? Because this is what she said. She said, because if they have a party, we will
compensate in their appropriate amount.
Right.
Yeah.
Or more.
Or more,
or
right,
more than
right.
what they give. So this is the support culture here. People help out each other in Thailand, and that's a really strong part of Thai culture as well. So
yeah, I'm not sure if that's if that's an Asian thing in general, because there's a lot of Asians in Hawaii. So I was always told to bring something to a party. And there are times where I won't go to a party because I have nothing to bring.
Oh, okay. Yes. Well, always, if you're visiting a Thai house or seeing a Thai friend, always bring something
Bring
small.
something.
Yes. So depends. If you're just friend, you can bring a little thing. Or if you are in a relationship, you can bring a little bigger things. It's up to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a little that you show them that they are on your mind, you have thought of them, and you happy to see them.
Yes, and you're happy to contribute, because I think the idea is the next time they will contribute to you.
Right.
So it's this reciprocal relationship.
Exactly. Okay, guys, I'm sure you have enjoyed our podcast, and until the next podcast, today it's time to say goodbye. Oh, it's just 15 minutes. We seem like we can talk for an hour. Well, let's take a break here. And again, if you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to leave it on our blog.
Yes.
Okay, and we'll be sure to answer it.
Okay, พบกันใหม่ค่ะ
พบกันใหม่ค่ะ Take care สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ
Swadika, welcome to Tiger Talk episode 26. Today, we're gonna take you to go shopping for clothes. Could you imagine when you come to Thailand and everything seems to be really small, even small for myself. So on this episode, I'm gonna teach you how to ask for bigger size, different colors. Let's go to see the episode.
For the first try, you will hear the conversation with our subtitle.
มีสีฟ้าไหมคะ มีไซส์ใหญ่ ใหญ่ที่สุดแล้ว I think it's okay ลองได้ไหมคะยังไม่เอาขอบคุณค่ะ มีสีฟ้าไหมคะ The first top I found it's in red, which is สีแดง สีแดง สี means color and แดง is red. But in Thai, we like to say สีแดง together, which means color red. Okay. Now, I would like to ask a different color, so I say มีสีฟ้าไหม This is the pattern. มี mean to have or to has, or there is, there are. สี remember, mean color. ฟ้า is blue, and ไหม is a question word. The link below this video is going to bring you to a different video which I'm going to teach you how to say different colors in Thai. Don't forget to check it out. มีสีฟ้าไหม Do you have blue?
มีไซส์ใหญ่ ใหญ่ ใหญ่ที่สุดแล้ว
This is important. The same pattern as before. มีไซส์ใหญ่ไหม Size is actually the loan word from English, which is size. In Thai we say size. Okay. มีไซส์ใหญ่ ใหญ่ This is low tone. ใหญ่ mean large. So this sentence means do you have large size, which means do you have larger size. ใหญ่ที่สุด ใหญ่ที่สุด This is really interesting because you use the adverb or the adjective follow with ที่สุด ที่สุด which means the most, the extreme. Remember, ใหญ่ mean large. ใหญ่ที่สุด mean the largest, the biggest. Okay. Now let's try to put any adverb or adjective you know. For example, สวย สวย which means beautiful. If someone is the most beautiful you ever seen, so how would you say it? Let's try. สวยที่สุด
I think it's okay ลองได้ไหมคะ
When you go shopping for clothes, you might want to ask if you can try on the clothes. Use this pattern. ลองได้ไหม ลองได้ไหม Long. It's pronounced like an English word long. Okay, that's easy to remember, right? ได้ไหม ได้ไหม together it means be able to do something. Follow with the question word which is ไหม Literally it means try, be able to write. In English it means can I try it? Okay. Now use ได้ไหม pattern with a lot of questions. You might want to know if someone would be able to do something. For example, can you speak English? First, you need to know to speak is พูด ภาษา mean language อังกฤษ อังกฤษ which mean English ภาษาอังกฤษ mean English language. Remember how to ask, do you speak English in Thai? Let's try. พูด ภาษาอังกฤษ ได้ไหม พูด ภาษาอังกฤษ ได้ไหม Okay, I hope this is useful.
ยังไม่อ่ะขอบคุณค่ะ
Now, after spend hours trying different clothes and you end up don't buy anything, don't feel bad about it. There is nothing wrong. At least at the end, before you leave, you might want to say something that, I probably don't want to take it. Okay, so this is how you will say it. ยังไม่เอาครับ or ค่ะ to make your sentence a little more polite. One more time. ยังไม่เอา
Young means still, yet. ไม่ means not or no. So ยังไม่ it means still not something. Okay? เอา means to take. ยังไม่เอา means I don't want to take it yet. I still don't want to buy it yet. But if you end your sentence with the polite particle, which is ครับ for male speaker, ค่ะ for female speaker, it actually soften your sentence, soften your rejection that you're not going to buy anything after spend hours of trying. But it's fine. Don't forget ยังไม่เอา Let's hear the conversation one more time.
มีสีฟ้าไหมคะ มีไซส์ใหญ่ ใหญ่ที่สุดแล้ว I think it's okay ลองได้ไหมคะจังไม่เอาขอบคุณค่ะ
Hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for the next one. See where I will take you next time. Don't forget, if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel and click like, which is they call thumbs up to my video. Leave a comment, questions, anything, or even a suggestion about what you want me to talk about next time. Don't forget, subscribe, thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีเจ้า
Hello and welcome to
Tiger Talk
with
Nia
and Lonnie. My week has been good, busy. I've noticed, I read an article recently from the Bangkok Post. Well, actually, I think BBC reposted Bangkok Post. Yeah.
On this particular news?
Yes, on this particular story because it was about a young woman. She died from having plastic surgery.
Oh yes. I have heard about it. That's been really big on the Thai television as well. And that's unfortunate what happened to her.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people come here to get plastic surgery because it's cheap. Mm-hmm. They call it medical holiday.
Medical holiday, yeah.
And then also, I think among Thai culture, it just seems like it's really important for women to look young and beautiful. And the article was talking about how this woman was considered a pretty. So she worked as a person who presented various products.
Right. So let's tell our listeners a bit about what pretty is. Pretty is English word pretty, right? Pretty, beautiful. And this has become the particular career for young and beautiful women. For example, like motor show. There's a big motor show in Bangkok. And yes, people come from all over Thailand to see the new cars and the pretty girl. So the company hired a girl who just represent the car, like say like Honda, who hire maybe 5 or 10 girls. But they're just not standing next to the car and be pretty though. They have to be trained to understand, to be able to answer the questions like what type of engine this is and what is the good benefit of this car. And they are really pretty. That's the name. They get paid a lot.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
It depends. There's different level of pretty. The pretty that's just beauty.
sometimes they don't get paid as well as pretty and intelligent, because you have to be self-confident to speaking among among all these news reporter, and you have to be able to hold up yourself, and they make good money. But that's what I heard, the top earner, it's that much. But if you have a pretty in let's say in Chiang Mai, for example, they probably will not make that much, even though maybe they were more beautiful.
Right.
So, yeah, I heard about these girls on the news and she died, right?
Yeah, so she died because the person who was practicing or who was pretending to be a doctor wasn't a doctor. I guess he had watched somebody do the procedure and then he felt comfortable doing it himself. And he was removing or injecting something into her hips or her buttocks because she wanted to have more shape.
She need more curves, right? I heard that she needed more hips because she just get her breasts, her boob jobs.
Oh yeah, right. She had the
right. Oh, so this guy not really a doctor. He was a clone. Probably has observed a few surgeries and offer a cheaper solution for a girl who want to be more pretty, or even a lady boy.
Yeah, you were talking about that, that's also very popular, lady boys getting the surgery, getting various plastic surgery too, right?
Yeah. And I read about this news, and of course I did the research on that as well. So she wanted bigger hips, and usually the doctor will inject her own fat into her butt, right? That's what it should be. But she's just too slim. He cannot find fat on her body.
Yeah. I think you're right. I remember that. They tried to get it from her stomach, or usually that's where they get it from.
Right.
And they moved it. And they think, because they don't know what happened, that he injected something into her bloodstream or something, because she complained that she couldn't breathe.
Right.
So he immediately took her to the hospital, and then she fell into a coma, and that was it. She never woke up.
Wow.
So I'm curious, Mia. This is completely acceptable in Thai culture. Nobody, in American culture, plastic surgery is looked upon in very various ways, ranging from very negative to it's okay. But generally, people, they don't have a good viewpoint on it.
Yeah.
That's my experience. So I'm just kind of wondering what Thai people think.
Well, this is the new trend as well, I would say, for the past 10 to 20 years, that Thai people are become really crazy about surgery. Of course, they had this plastic surgery. Even my mom, she had plastic surgery done. I will not tell what part of her body, but she did long time ago. And she was telling me that in that time she was having an accident, and her face was a little deconstructed. So to make her look the same, the doctor has to do plastic surgery on her. And of course the technology and more advanced these days, and especially the Korean trend. When you talk about a Korean celebrity or singers or pop singer, even a man has surgery done.
Yeah.
You see the crazy, they compare before and after with the Korean pop star. Men look like women, look like girl.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Right, and you want this elongated face. You don't want a round face like what we do in Thailand. You want to have a big nose or cute little eyes, and it's affordable here, even for Thai people. Imagine in the West and you want to get a surgery done. Gosh, it costs so much, right? Look, to get the boob jobs in America will cost something. Do you know? I don't know.
I have no idea. Anybody who's seen me knows that I don't have it.
10,000, 20,000, I don't know the numbers. But here, 100,000 baht, you can get a boob job, a good one. Now, it seems like I talked a lot about boobs. But because everybody's, if you know me, if you have seen me, I'm a Thai, but I have more curves than normal Thai. Talk about that yes, we all want what we don't have, right? And this is the Buddhism country, the moderation, the middle way. This day, yes, surgery, plastic surgery, it's acceptable. If you don't overdo it, like I can understand if you want to have a nose bridge a little, because sometimes some girl doesn't have anything here, so it's absolutely flat and it probably not look good on the camera or anything like that. That's fine, but what I heard is once you start the first surgery, the next one will be more and more easy for you to get into it. Oh, okay, now my nose is larger. Okay, I have to enlarge my chin because it's too short. Make it longer. But inject, I don't know, silicone or whatever. Or my jaw is a little too big. So this obsession has been really, really crazy. And unfortunately, people who take advantage of this business, start to do their own things, and they're not really a certified plastic surgery, or not even a doctor, for example. So if you ask me what I really think about it, it's kind of like you have a lot of ladyboys walking around. We have no problem with it. Same with plastic surgery. You seem like, okay, but they're not going to come out and say, hey, I just got my nose done, if you're not a good friend, right? But yeah, overall, if they look pretty, it's fine. If you not overdo it, it's fine. But I am one of many girls who using a beauty clinic, for my face, for my skin mainly. And of course, I am in my 30s. The doctor offer me a couple of times with this Botox.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I said, I know I'm in my 30s, but I don't think I need it right now. And she started to tell me that last time there was a girl who, I think she was 21 years old, come in for the Botox.
Oh, wow.
It really shocked me to like, wow, that young, and she wants to be pretty. Who's to blame? I don't know.
I hear what you're saying. The bridge on the nose, the bigger breasts, the bigger hips, a face that's more oval as opposed to round. And it does make me sad because you're basically talking about all Asian features. Eyes that need to be with the fold and wider.
Right.
A bridge. Like I have classic Chinese looks. My face was considered pretty flat. I don't have a bridge.
But
you know what I mean?
But you have a really nice face. Long face.
But you know what I mean? And like someone who has more of a round face, or someone who isn't built, like a beautiful Brazilian woman with all the curves, Asian women, I mean, you're a rare case, you're very curvy, but Asian women are just not made that way. And so it's like, I do find that a little sad.
Yeah.
We're basically perpetuating and saying it's okay for women to change the way they look and to try to look like a different race.
Yeah, and we are still really popular for exotic beauty of Thai women.
Right. Yeah, because I remember this guy that I used to date. We were talking about the white trend. Yeah, the women want to have white skin like the Koreans or the Japanese.
Right.
And he says, Lonnie, if you look at the guys that come to Thailand, what kind of girls do they choose? They choose the girls that look exotic to them, the tan.
Right,
they have dark skin.
Right.
They don't have the white skin. So he doesn't understand, why.
Well, maybe those women are not target a Western man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Thai men and Asian men do desire the women with the white skin.
Anyway, but as far as this whitening goes, believe me, I have done a lot of research. Why? Because I'm so curious about all this. And again, you probably not heard of these news because it was I think it's last year that a girl, she wants to have white skin. Once again, when we talk about white white skin. It doesn't mean white Michael Jackson white, okay? You want this young looking like a baby skin. So a lot of products offered by a beauty clinic, and one of them that I think are quite extreme is the injection of this substance called glutathione. It's supposed to whiten your skin, but you inject it right into your vein.
Oh, really?
Yes. And that's what the quick fix to be white and pretty. I've seen the show that's they interview Pretty. They say all the girls got this injection. When you see them, let's just Google it, like Pretty Bangkok model show. They have this crazy bright skin, so white, so pure. Yeah, so a lot of them go to this the clinic, and what happened is, of course, when you give it injection into the vein, and sometimes it's leak. And yes, that's one dead case that has been reported.
Ew, it leaked.
And imagine how many cases that has been just swept under the rug because nobody want to report about it. So yeah, some die from this whitening substance.
So sad.
It's really sad things to think about. We are a Buddhism country, and yes, the philosophy of Buddhism is moderation, right? The middle way. So yes, I'm not against the plastic surgery or beauty clinic, but it has to be a limit.
Right.
And, you know, if your career is to be pretty, like the pretty job, I can understand that you want to whiten your skin or make a little surgery for the better pay, right? But if you also, intelligence and good personality, that could bring you into a really unique pretty as well. So not too extreme, that's what I'm trying to say. Moderation, be safe, and the guys will love you the way you are.
Jeez. All right, well, please let us know your thoughts on this. I'd really like to hear it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can talk about this again in the details. Right, in a particular subject. I know this, we cannot talk forever. We have to end.
Well, we can. That's a problem. It's a big topic. Well, please leave a comment.
Yes, please do.
And let us know what you think. We'd love to hear from you. So until next time, Sawadee ka.
Sawadee จ้า. Take care, everyone. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
เหมียว
ก็ยอน
วันนี้คุณยอนจะมาไขความลับวิธีที่จะทำให้จำสระไอไม้ม้วนได้ทั้งหมดใช่ไหมเพราะว่าภาษาไทยนะคะมีเสียงไอนะไอภาษาอังกฤษมีตัวเดียวคือตัวไอนะคุณยอนแต่ว่าภาษาไทยมีไอ2ไออ่ะเป็นไอไม้ม้วนคุณยอนไม้มะลายทีนี้คนเรียนก็อาจจะสับสนว่าเราจะใช้เมื่อไหร่จะใช้ยังไงคือมันไม่มีกฎอะคุณยอนมันไม่มีกฎตายตัวว่าต้องใช้ยังไงใช่ไหมเพราะฉะนั้นวันนี้เราจะมาบอกว่าถ้าคุณสามารถจำ20คำนี้ได้
20คำ
ก็จะเป็นคำที่ใช้เขียนด้วยสระไอไม้ม้วนทั้งหมดเดี๋ยวลองฝึกพูดกันนะ
โอเคครับ
ผู้ใหญ่หาผ้าใหม่
ผู้ใหญ่หาผ้าใหม่
ให้สะใภ้ใช้คล้องคอ
ให้สะใภ้ใช้คล้องคอ
ใฝ่ใจเอาใส่ห่อ
ใฝ่ใจเอาใส่ห่อ
มิหลงไหลใครขอดู
มิหลงไหลใครขอดู
จะใคร่ลงเรือใบ
จะใคร่ลงเรือใบ
ดูน้ำใสและปลาปู
ดูน้ำใสและปลาปู
รอลิงคัดคนเราอีกเนาะ
นะ
สิ่งใดอยู่ในตู้
สิ่งใดอยู่ในตู้
มิใช่อยู่ใต้ต่างเตียง
มีใช่อยู่ใต้ต่างเตียง
บ้าใบถือใยบัว
บ้าใบ้ถือใยบัว
หูตามัวมาใกล้เคียง
หูตามัวมาใกล้เคียง
เล่าท่องอย่าละเลี่ยง
เล่าท่องอย่าละเลี่ยง
20 ม้วนจำจงดี
20 ม้วนจำจงดี
เย้ ก็อาจจะยากนิดนึงสำหรับคนที่เพิ่งเริ่มเรียนภาษาไทยนะคะ แต่ว่าก็เอาไปท่องแล้วก็เอาไปดูเผื่อจะช่วยให้จำได้มากยิ่งขึ้นเนาะคุณยอนเนาะ
ครับ
แล้วคุณยอนจำได้ไหม
จำได้สิครับ ครับ
ก็เขียน
คือ
ได้
มัน
หมด
แค่ 20 ค
ใช่
ำ
ก็อาจจะเอา 20 คำนี้นะคะ ไปเขียนในกระดาษแล้วก็จำอาจจะไม่ต้องจำทั้งหมดเป็นกลอนอาจจะยากเนาะแต่ก็จำเป็นคำถ้าคุณจำ20 คำนี้ได้ คุณก็จะเลิกสับสนในการใช้สระไอ ไม้ม้วนเขียนได้กันไหมคนนี้เขาเก่งภาษาไทยกว่าเราอีกค่ะ วันนี้ก็ขอขอบคุณคุณยอนที่มาร่วมรายการนะคะ ถ้าคุณผู้ชมชอบ ยังไงก็อย่าลืม subscribe นะคะ สวัสดีค่ะ
ครับสวัสดีครับ
บ๊ายบาย ผู้ใหญ่หาผ้าใหม่ให้สะพ้ายใช้คล้องคอ ใฝ่ใจเอาใส่ห่อมิหลงไหลใครขอดูจักใคร่ลงเรือใบดูน้ำใสและปลาปู สิ่งใดอยู่ในตู้มิใช่อยู่ใต้ต่างเตียง บ้าใบถือใยบัว หูตามัวมาใกล้เคียง เล่าท่องอย่าละเลี่ยง20 ม้วนจำจงดี สวัสดีค่ะ Welcome back to Learn to Speak Thai channel, where I will help you to learn Thai and speak like a Thai. Today is episode 30. We are going to talk about verb to be in Thai language. We use several verb to be. We are going to talk about 4 of them. Verb to be number 1, which is pen. Pen. When you pronounce the word pen, make sure you pronounce it correctly because it's written by pla, this character here. But it's a mixture between B and P. When you speak the word pa, it should sound like this. Okay? So pen, pen. Pen means to be. Can only allow to follow with nouns. Let's go see the example.
เขาเป็นเพื่อน
เขาเป็นเพื่อน เขาเป็นเพื่อน
ผมเป็นผู้ชาย
ผมเป็นผู้ชาย ผมเป็นผู้ชาย
ผมเป็นคนใจดี
ผมเป็นคนใจดี ผมเป็นคนใจดี When you want to make negative sentence, you have 2 options. Number 1, ไม่ใช่ ไม่ใช่ Number 2, ไม่ได้เป็น ไม่ได้เป็น Let's go see the example.
เขาไม่ได้เป็นเพื่อน
เขาไม่ได้เป็นเพื่อน เขาไม่ได้เป็นเพื่อน
ผมไม่ใช่คนใจดี
ผมไม่ใช่คนใจดี ผมไม่ใช่คนใจดี
ผมไม่ใช่ผู้ชาย
ผมไม่ใช่ผู้ชาย ผมไม่ใช่ผู้ชาย In English, when you use verb to be to describe a beautiful person, you could say she is beautiful. But in Thai, it doesn't work that way. Let's go see the wrong sentences.
ฉันเป็นสวย
ฉันเป็นสวย ฉันเป็นสวย
ผมเป็นหล่อ
ผมเป็นหล่อ ผมเป็นหล่อ These 2 sentences are wrong because in Thai language
เป็น cannot follow with adjective. Now let's go to see the correct sentence.
ฉันสวย
ฉันสวย ฉันสวย
ผมหล่อ
ผมหล่อ ผมหล่อ Let's review what you have learned today. Today you learned number 1 verb to be, which is เป็น It's equally is, am, was, and were. Don't forget เป็น cannot follow with adjective. That's it for this week episode. Stay tuned for the next episode because we're still going to talk about verb to be. There are 3 more to go. Can you guess what it is? If you don't want to miss the lesson, please subscribe and click like to the video. I'll see you next week. สวัสดีค่ะ